Hi guys, God bless you. Pray you're having a blessed and awesome day in the Lord. So today I have a very special and video and dream to share with you guys that Jesus gave me. I don't really know what to make of this dream other than I feel like what I dreamt was a message for someone, and I don't know who they are, but I'm hoping that you guys will help me reach this person. I do feel like this is a very serious message from God, and He's trying to reach this person because they are not with Him currently. That's what I feel, and so He gave me this dream. October 21st, the Lord gave me a dream that I was someone. In my dream, it started off where I was a girl and it was nighttime, and I believe this is a real experience that happened to this person, and the Lord gave it to me to share. She was outside, but I was playing her. It wasn't me, I was her. So I'm experiencing as if it was me. So I was outside and it was nighttime. There was a girl, she had a bicycle, and she got on her bicycle, and I was like, do you need any help with that? Do you need any help? And she's like, no, I'm good. And she like zooms, went off on her bicycle. And then I remember trying to like step over something or like cross something. I don't really know what happened, but all I know is that I was trying to do something and I fell really far, and I fell on my back, and I was severely injured, and I was unconscious, passed out, I don't know, died, I don't know. But as soon as after that happened, I was in heaven, and I'm looking around, and there in front of me was Jesus. I was looking at his back, and I saw him, and I said, Jesus? And Jesus turned around, he looked at me. His right eye was green and his left eye was blue. He had his hair just like the picture. I'll show you this picture because when I saw this picture, it's exactly what it looked like. His hair was combed. He looked beautiful. He looked just like the photos. And he was looking at me. And I knew that I had spent time with Jesus in heaven, but I don't remember any of that. But I knew that I had spent time with him. And then I was following him, and then I'm following him, and I'm asking him all kinds of questions, and I sounded like a little British girl when I was talking. And so I was talking to Jesus, and I was asking him, Lord, I want to know what you really look like. I want to know what you really look like, Lord. And Jesus was making me laugh and like, super happy and everything. He was dressing up in costumes and like being really funny and like making me laugh. And he like dressed up in a cute dinosaur outfit, and I was just like laughing so much, and I was like, ha ha ha, you're so funny, Jesus. You're so funny, Jesus. And then I kept asking him questions. I was like, but Lord, I want to know what you really look like, Lord. I want to know what you really look like, Lord. And I kept asking him that. And then he like dressed up as King David, and he had the gold crown on his head. And I remember just laughing so much. Ha 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 ha. I was laughing so much. And I was like, but Lord, I want to know what you really look like. I want to know what you really look like, Lord. And then I would also call him, a couple times I called him Daddy, and a couple times it was Lord, and sometimes I said Jesus, but in like this British little girl accent. And I must have been maybe like 8 or 9 years old, I don't know. I just know I was a little girl with a British accent. And yeah, and I was following Jesus around, and we were going through like different tunnels and dimensions in heaven, and they like there this place that I was following was like, they had like tunnels that were like Mario, like super fun. You go through you have like the Super Mario tunnels, and you go in one and then you come down out in another way, and like you go into this other one, like in the Super Mario movies and games. It was like that, like God God knows exactly how to talk to a kid. He knows exactly how to make them laugh. He knows what's fun. God created fun, right? So yeah, we had all that, and I'm just following him. We're going through these fun tunnels, and he's changing up into little different costumes, and yeah, his eyes could change colors. He could change the color of his eyes. So even though he had a green and a blue, he could change them to red. He could change them to orange. Like, he could change them to whatever color he wanted. And yeah. And then I remember asking him, Lord, do I have to go back? Do I have to go back, Lord? Do I have to go back? And Jesus said, well, that's up to you. Well, I think I should go back because my family will miss me. My family will miss me if I don't go back. Then I was like, should I go back, Jesus? Lord, should I go back, Jesus? Should I go back? And Jesus was like, oh, I don't know, pretty risky. He was always keeping it really playful. And I was like, but why, Lord? But why is it risky, Lord? Why? And I was like, Lord, is it risky because if I go back, then I'll be tempted with sin, and the enemy will tempt me, and I won't make it back to heaven? Is it because I won't make it back to heaven because I'll be tempted to sin and fall away from you, Lord? And Jesus said, yes, that is exactly right. And so I knew that when I went back, I was going to be tempted to sin, and I was going to be tempted to fall away from God and not make it back to heaven. And that's why he said that it was risky for me to go back. And then finally we made it to the door, or the entrance, or the exit, I should say, to where I was going to leave heaven. And I remember standing in front of Jesus, and I was looking at him, and I kept still asking him a bunch of questions, and I knew that my body was unconscious on earth, and that Jesus gave me the knowledge that when I go back, that when I die, I can't go back again. Like, this is my last one. This is the only time that I get to go back. So if I die after I go back, then I won't get to go back again. That'll be it. So then I asked Jesus, will I remember everything that you said, Lord? Will I remember? When I go back, Lord, will I remember everything that has happened, that has happened here? And he just looked at me, and he's like, no. So I was like, oh. And I was kind of sad because when I went back, I wasn't going to remember. And so I looked at Jesus, and then I just kept asking him more questions. And then all of a sudden, everything kind of went white. And then I was back in my body. And I remember sitting up in the hospital bed, and I was looking around, and there was a nurse, and there was other children in their hospital beds. And I sat up, and I remember feeling my back. I had a huge scar, maybe with stitches. I just remember I could feel, the injury on my back. And I knew that I was a little brain damaged when I woke up, but that it got better over time. And I sat up, and I looked around, and I said, excuse me, where am I? Where am I? Then after that, that faded away, and then the dream ended, and I was just laying there with my eyes closed. And before I opened my eyes, the Lord spoke to me the scripture of He leaves the 99 for the one, and that when Jesus was praying to the Father in the Bible, He said that, Lord, every one that you have given me, I have lost none of them. And so, yeah, when I woke up, I was just like, what just happened? That was the crazy, like, I didn't even know that I was dreaming, you guys. Like, it felt real. I forgot me. I forgot who I was. I forgot Crystal. I was not Crystal. I completely forgot who Crystal was. Like, I was that girl. So when I came to myself and realized it was a dream, I was like so surprised because, and I had been thinking on this and trying to figure out, like, who is this little girl? Is she still little, or is this from a long time ago? And she's older now, and she is lost from Jesus right now, because Jesus said that when she went back, that she wasn't going to remember what happened, and that she was going to get tempted by the enemy with sins to be drawn away from God. And so this is a message from Jesus. He is searching for her right now, and He won't lose anyone the Father has given Him. And so He's coming after her. And He gave me this dream, and so I'm just being obedient and sharing it because God works in miracles, right? And I guess she would know who she is. She has an accent, like British, I suppose. Or British, maybe she had an injury. She fell and she had a back injury and she was in a coma. And she woke up in the hospital with an injury on her back. Now it's just been put out there, and I did my part, and I hope you guys will help Jesus reach this person. And because He leaves the 99 for the one, and so this is Jesus coming after that one sheep that is lost. So yeah, leave your comments down below. Please share with everybody. Just share everywhere. We love everyone. We want everyone to come with us to heaven. And Jesus cares so much about this person to give me a dream about what she experienced when she was in heaven, and she doesn't remember it. I love you guys, and I appreciate y'all. And yeah, please pray that let's help Jesus find this person. Let's pray, and pray over this video that it will reach who it's supposed to reach. Maybe somebody knows who this person is. So I love you guys, and I'll see you guys again soon.